Yo, what's up guys? It's Bruno back here again with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to be covering the Logbait matchup with Splashyard. So, this matchup, the one with Inferno Tower, I think it's 50-50, maybe slightly in favor of Logbait. Just my opinion, because Logbait can really easily outplay you. As the graveyard player, you always need to catch the barrels. Be careful you don't get outcycled, and it's really hard to stop princesses at the bridge. Whereas the Logbait player can just like use Inferno Towers or Teslas to kill your tanks, and then the only thing you can really do is Graveyard Poison and double Elixir, and they can just go with Night, Ice Spirit, Log, Princess opposite lane, and you won't get much damage, whereas you still have to respond to the princess, and they will start rocket cycling you out. So today I collected 4 replays. 3 replays are against Classic Logbait, and 1 is against Prince Logbait. So I don't have many replays against Prince Logbait because it's just like really hard matchup. Usually I don't win it. So here I started the recording a few seconds into the match. So in the beginning he started off with a Goblin Barrel, I bar barreled, and cycled I think a baby dragon at the bridge, just to make sure like I want him to use an Inferno on it. That's like a negative trade. So here I know I'm a bit off, like this is not usually a play I would recommend in single Elixir, but I mean I know his deck is just gonna be, for me it's just gonna be Graveyard Poison cycle, so it's just naked graveyards on the tower with the poison. The reason why I did that, he used 5 elixir on my 3 elixir knight. So here you can see exactly what I mean, like I missed the Goblin Barrel here. And that's like a lot of damage, it really stacks up. So cycling the knight up high, 2 reasons why is because I can use it for the graveyard, and it denies the princess if he wants to play it. Here again, like he basically spends 5 elixir on my 3 elixir knight, so I just go in for Graveyard Poison. Like I know it's going to be a spell cycle game anyway. Here hovering my NATO, because like I don't have a good way of killing the princess. Cycle my Ice Wizard, I have to cycle it anyway, and it's like denying the lane again. So yeah, not much options there. Here luckily enough I catch the barrel. I noticed it was off to the side. Yeah, let's see if I'm gonna play the knight there. I think I should cycle the baby dragon. Yeah, I think it's fine, especially since he protected it like that. Gonna NATO it back. Like, I mean, I just want to pause here for a second. So that NATO probably was a mistake because I NATO'd, I didn't have my Goblin Barrel in cycle and still had to cycle to it with my Ice Wizard. But this is what I mean with Logbait. It just gets really awkward with cycles and all that. Let me just go back a bit because I'm not sure if I have my Ice Wizard in cycle. So yeah, so if you would look here at my hand, I have NATO, Graveyard Poison, and Bomb Tower. So yeah, the reason like why I cycle this NATO is just, you know, I have to cycle pretty much one thing anyway. Let's see how much elixir I was. So yeah, I mean it's double elixir, need a cycle card. It's really hard against Logbait when I do it like that. Yeah, here I'm just decided to switch lanes. His Inferno Tower is out of cycle. He just used his Goblin Gang as well. And here it's really important that if he does play the princess there, that you just go poison straight away, because actually princess is kind of a good counter against graveyard. So usually you don't want to switch lanes, but like yeah, since his Inferno was out of cycle, and I think I might actually decide to switch lanes here again, just because he wastes his Inferno like that. Then he rockets, so I mean yeah, kind of have to go in here. Bit bad graveyard placement, not the best. But you see, he's pretty much overcommitting here at this point. Yeah, like he messed up cycling his Inferno Towers like way too early. Like here again, like the other replays are going to be better. Here I just use my bomb tower to kill his Inferno, like keep my Ice Wizard alive. Helps me cycle as well, helps me deny the lane for the princess, so all in all it's like good value I reckon. Yeah. Here let's see if the princess is gonna get 1 or 2 hits. Yeah, I think you can get, if you are really quick, you can actually make it so that it only gets 1 hit. Here I noticed I messed up the barrel, so I just go quickly with the Ice Wizard. You need to really need to deny that damage, even though I already won pretty much. I just needed a Graveyard Poison, but in these matchups you can't take too much damage from the Goblin Barrel. So here just need 1 more poison, cycling back to it. I think I'm just gonna leave this replay here for now. Yeah, not much happening. So obviously he didn't play it well. He was too aggressive with his Inferno Towers. You should pretty much only use it on my baby dragon. If I have a knight trying to cross the river, he should just block it with his own knight, or like with an Ice Spirit, just to make sure it won't be tanking for the graveyard. So not the best plays by him at all. I got a few more matchups. 7,600, so this again is like top 1,000. Yeah, I expect this dude to be quite a bit better. So just let's see like what kind of approach I take in this matchup. Kind of weird he's not playing a card, like he's Logbait, so he should like make the first play. He's gonna win a single elixir if anything, against most matchups for him. So here, cycle the knight in front. Like I have to cycle a card anyway, so might as well put it in front of the Ice Wizard. So here, I think it's just poison or NATO. Yeah, either one is fine. So the good thing about NATOing there is now I have like the poison for the graveyard if I want to go in. So, I mean, again, I think it's a mistake for Logbait in this matchup to cycle your Goblin Gang on the bridge like that. Because I'm just going to go in with a graveyard here, and now he has to go with an early log. My Ice Wizard's still going to get damage, and I think I go with a poison straight away. And this poison is probably what, like, you got me this damage. Because if that princess got 1 more shot off, then actually, yeah, that would have been, like, much less damage. So you want to be, like, really quick in these matchups. Like, you need to, like, respond well, and, like... So usually you go in for a graveyard poison on the Goblin Gang, but the Goblin Gang was already played, so I just decided to use it like on the princess, and yeah, that worked out really well for me. So again, he's making few mistakes. If he played this matchup near perfect, it's really hard for me to get damage, and like I probably will lose because of the rocket cycle. But it's really easy for him to mess up. For me, it's easy as well with the tricky barrels all the time. He can outcycle me. He can get princesses at the bridge. So yeah, it's definitely not an easy matchup. Here you see me nading it. Just do the Ice Wizard, and unfortunately it died, and the knight got a hit, and the Spear Goblin got 2 hits, and it's putting him like kind of back in the game. So this is what I was talking about, like graveyard poison. Here I actually decided not to poison because he played like a really late Goblin Gang, so I wasn't sure like if it was worth. So I just decided to go with the poison on the princess and get the Tesla there as well, which is pretty good. Probably set up a high Ice Wizard. Like you need to keep cycling your troops like in front of your king tower. 2 reasons, like obviously you don't want to give him the rocket value. And then here you see again, I mess up the barbell. So you don't want to give him the rocket value, and you need to deny the princesses on the lanes. So really, only thing I'm doing is just basically naked graveyard poisons the whole game. So here I have to NATO, get a good NATO off. Probably go Ice Wizard on the princess, just like I have to deal with it. If I ignore it for too long, then... because his Tesla was there and he played the knight, I kind of predicted that princess. Yeah, just go with a bomb tower to kill it. I don't think the knight would have taken it out. Helps me cycle as well. So here, He goes in for a rocket, going for a graveyard poison. And this is what I mean with the Logbait matchup. Like, I can't like do much. I decided to native the princess into the poison just to get rid of it. So these are the kinds of plays that you have to do as a graveyard player. Otherwise, it's just gonna get really tough. Luckily enough, catch the barrel here. Yeah, graveyard poison. Probably went a bit early on that. Just thinking back on it, because like I wasn't really full on 9 elixir, so I couldn't really play that well. And this is like, there's a couple of placements you can use to deny all hits with goblin barrels. I just like that one if I see it's not off center or nothing, because the other tower is going to be hitting it as well. I think I go bomb tower here as well, yeah, just to take out the knight and the princess. Go minor poison, and here I do my NATO again. It's very important in this matchup as well to read the barrels. So yeah, rocket coming in, obviously he wants to get rid of it, so I just go with the ice wizard. I think I was full on elixir, I had to go with it anyway, but I still remember like thinking that he would do that. Like, that play was pretty obvious. So yeah, definitely like keep predicting the princesses, and make sure you catch all the barrels, and they won't outcycle you. And then in double elixir, you pretty much just go graveyard poison, because when they have like Inferno Tower or Tesla, they always be able to like kill your tank at the bridge, and you can't really go for like, let's say, a baby dragon graveyard poison, because that's just too much elixir. That's like 13 elixir, and then you need to have the elixir to poison like straight away, just in case if they want to go ahead and play like a goblin gang. So yeah, in classic Logbait. So yeah, really unfortunate. Like, you see the starting hand. I had, let's go back for 1 second. I don't think I had like NATO or I did have NATO. No, yeah. So you see my starting hand here. Let me just pause. Yeah, my starting hand was basically Ice Wizard, Poison, Baby Dragon, and Bomb Tower. So I had to cycle to my Bar Barrel. And he has the Ice Spirit there as well. So, you know, in this matchup, I already know, like, I don't want to take much damage. So I'd rather just, like, spend the elixir, which is necessary, just to deny, like, a couple more hits of that. Bad Goblin Gang by him again. I think it's just a mistake. Like, I'm playing Graveyard, and I think it's pretty obvious for this point, and he just used his Goblin Gang on my... because I can just defend it with a Baby Dragon. And then, yeah, he won't have the elixir to stop the graveyard, like, yeah. Yeah, again, he outcycled me here. Very unfortunate. Here I go Bar Barrel. He goes Goblin Gang. Good Goblin Gang by him. You can see I barely have any elixir at all. So just get my Ice Wizard down just last second. And this isn't already looking that great. Because I'm going to have to respond to the knight. And, yeah. You will get a princess down as well. Messed up my poison here. I end up NATOing just to make sure that the deny one hit from the knight and kill that. And I think he will go in for an Ice Spirit Goblin Gang, and I'm like down so much. So yeah, I think it's really important to show that here I know he's like one card off his Goblin Barrel, so I just used the Knight at very low elixir to tank for that, because I needed to get back to my Bar Barrel. I recognized that. But he didn't went for it straight away, which was, I think, a mistake. He, like, just in case, by the way, this Baby Dragon there is just a cycle. I know it's going to be a 4 for 4 trade, and I need a cycle troops. Like, I think my hand was pretty bad again. So you just put it at the bridge. Don't give him rocket value. In case he wants to go with a princess there, like, you kind of can predict it as well. I went with it on low elixir too. So NATO the princess in. Again, you have to be really good with your NATOs. Like, NATO is a perfect card to kill the princesses. So yeah, this is what I mean. Like, he cycled his knight, so he had to go like this. spot, Princess opposite lane, Goblin Gang or Knight on the graveyard, and then you log with Ice Spirit and you can deny pretty much all damage. You get a little bit of damage, but I mean, I'm spending so much elixir. Yeah, just at this point, like I'm just gonna poison every time because I need to get the damage in. If I just leave the graveyard be, yeah, it's not gonna do much. And here I made a mistake again, trying to NATO the princess into the bomb tower, but unfortunately, yeah, the knight was there, so that didn't work. So as you can see in this match, like I didn't even play that well. I made quite a few mistakes. He made quite a few mistakes. But the key thing is that I just wanted to show you that like double elixir, just graveyard poison, and single elixir. If you do have a tank crossing the bridge, I think you can just graveyard poison or just only graveyard if you think that poison might be an overcommitment. And here it is what I mean. He can just stop the tank at the bridge. I think like this is going to be so close. Let me just pause. So he is one rocket away, right? He put his princess there. I might have a graveyard poison. So I NATO'd the princess into the poison. And look at this. There is only one skeleton just behind the king tower. And yeah, that play just on its own won me the game. So I pretty much lost this game if I didn't NATO there in the end. So these are very small tricks that you always have to like keep it in the back of your mind. And against Logbait, it's all about quick reactions. Like you have to like poison really quick, don't overcommit, get the barrels, make sure the princess doesn't get too much damage on your tower. So these things are like, yeah, they're going to decide whether you're going to be losing or winning this game. So the last replay I want to jump into is against Logbait Prince. Like I know this has been requested a lot, and to be honest, like this is kind of an impossible matchup. But I managed to win it. I think he just played it bad, to be fair, to be honest. Let's see. Yeah. So what you try to do in this matchup? I mean, it's really no, it's not random, but a lot of the times if you cycle a baby dragon, what they actually try to do is they try to stop your baby dragon from crossing the bridge with rascals. So when they try to stop your baby dragon from crossing the bridge with rascals, you can just NATO the rascals, your baby dragon stays alive, and you can go in for a graveyard poison. And then you just have to hold your hands and hope you win. I mean, that's just the kind of matchup this is. It's really hard. So here, let's see what I'm going to do. I think yeah. Like I know it's Logbait, so you see, this is what I mean. He stops my baby dragon. This is the right play by him. With the rascals. They're on the bridge. And yeah, like my tank doesn't cross the bridge. But then at that point, if you have NATO in cycle, you don't go in for graveyard. You NATO the rascals, your baby dragon stays alive, and that's when you go in for the graveyard. So this is, by the way, let me just go back. This is very important. So you can see my bomb tower placement. This tile or one tile lower, that's the only placement you can fully counter a prince with the bomb tower. So just keep that in mind. Like every time you play against a prince deck and you don't have a good answer for the prince, you can counter it with the bomb tower if you put it right in front of your tower. Because with the death bomb and yeah, it just takes it out. So already not looking too good. I'm down a lot of damage, so let's see how I recover. I think this dude actually ended up leaking quite a bit. So prince is at the bridge, easy NATO, it's only one hit. Like most of the time already hovering the NATO there, like I'm expecting that. It's just that I was down in elixir, so I couldn't cycle. And here you see, he's just leaking elixir, so he's throwing away his advantage. And that's probably what won me the game as well, because I think throughout this game he leaks quite a bit. Here he leaks a couple of elixir. Decided going for a graveyard. I have a tank going over the bridge, so poison there. Baby dragon on the rascals. Like, and as you see, like I'm already down so much elixir. Then he goes with the princess I have to deal with. I think probably go with a bomb tower here in the middle. I like to use my bomb tower on princesses. Like it's, if it's on a tower you don't want to go for, then yeah, you don't have to poison it with the bomb tower like here. Bomb tower is still getting value. Yeah, and here, as you can see, like it's really hard for me to get damage, and then I have to constantly like deal with his pushes, and I'm always down in elixir. So I think here this is the play. What I mean on the rascals. Oh wow, I didn't end up nadoing. That was a mistake. So this is what you want to do in the matchup. Every time like the baby dragon is there and I stop the baby dragon at the base, you want to basically just nado the rascals, keep the baby dragon alive, and that's when you go in. So here, I don't even think I played this that well, to be fair. Let's see. I think I picked up on the fact that he's stopping my baby dragons, and here I try to predict the princess. Didn't work. Just poison the rascals out. So he's just 2 rockets away. So I'm not sure why he's defending that ice wizard again. Yeah, he shouldn't. That prince was like, yeah, was not great. He should have rocket cycle me here. So here I know he's going to play the rascals there. I'm just going to quickly nado it together. And then I go in for a graveyard here and probably win the game. Graveyard poison. Well, unfortunately, like, I mean, this is, you can see, like, even the baby dragon still died. I had to poison the dark goblin. Again, I'm down quite a bit of elixir. His prince is going there. I'll probably stop with the knight as well. I have to go nado on the rascals. So at this point, he should probably not play his rascals there anymore, because, like, yeah, it's just not really working out for him. And here I'm just like trying to like graveyard poison him out. So if he decided to rocket cycle me, he would have definitely won. But yeah, luckily enough, he didn't. He leaked quite a bit of elixir during the matchup as well. Yeah, given the minion phase, because like I knew he played bad. So yeah, pretty happy with that win. It's not a matchup you can really win if they played well. But yeah, the main thing you want to do is like when they stop your baby dragon from crossing the bridge, don't go in for the graveyard. Just start nado the rascals together, and then when your baby dragon is like crossing the bridge, go in for a graveyard poison. Besides that, like you can stop the prince by putting the bomb tower in front of your tower, and then like yeah, just try to hold on to dear life, and hopefully you can somehow get the damage in. If they try to play the rascals low, if they don't stop it at the bridge, that's fine as well. Go in for a graveyard straight away, and nado it onto the king tower, and you can get a lot of damage like that as well. So yeah, this is today's video covering the Logbait matchup. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. If you think this video might be helpful for other people, you can always share it. I'm currently almost at 7,800 trophies. So I'm thinking I might do a little video soon, probably when I hit 8K. Alright, this was the video for today. Tomorrow I will go over Icebow. See you in the next one.